Hello everybody and welcome back to your literacy video. This is Ms. Cherney here with your literacy for Thursday, April 7th, 2020. And if you can't tell, today is sports day. So I hope you're all dressed in your favorite sports gear to do your work. And let's dive right into our work for today. I'm gonna need to take this off so that I can use both of my hands for my learning today. You need your May literacy packet and a pencil, or like I said before, a blank sheet of paper and a pencil will be helpful as well. Here is our work for today. In the next few lessons, you're going to learn how to choose information for an informative paragraph that supports a topic statement. And we are still finding information from our Seahorse text. The first thing I'd like you to think about is this chart. It's important because writers want to teach readers something. This information is facts or details. In informative writing, the details are often facts. So that means that when we are reading an informational or a nonfiction text, these details are going to be real life things, facts. Not elements from a story necessarily, like problem or resolution. These are going to be actual ideas and facts about the world. Take a look at this chart. This part of the chart that I've circled is how writers include information in their writing. So the facts and details, they support the topic statement. They are all about the same topic and they help us learn about the topic. I'm going to say that one more time. Facts and details support the topic statement. So that's going to be like the meat and the cheese and the bread. I'm sorry, the meat and the cheese and the lettuce and the tomato of our sandwich, of our hamburger. It's all about the same topic. So if we're talking about dogs, we're not going to start talking about lamps. If we're talking about seahorses, we're not going to change and start talking about goldfish. And they also help us learn about the topic. So if we're talking about dogs, but then I start telling a story about a magical dog that lived in a forest, that's not going to help us learn any facts or real information about the topic. So let's practice. This paragraph is missing something, and it's your job to figure out what it is. Let's read it. Seahorses have interesting tails. Seahorses' tails are interesting. And that's the end of the paragraph. We've learned that seahorses' tails are interesting, but we haven't learned what? Yes, we haven't learned anything about their tails yet. So you can write down in this blank line, we haven't learned anything about tails. Pause the video now and go ahead and get that down. Yes, so the facts and details are missing. So we haven't learned any facts or details about tails yet. Let's try another one. Does this writer do a better job? If they do, you're going to circle yes. If they do not, you're going to circle no. Let's read it. A seahorse has a unique tail. The seahorse twists his tail with other seahorses. The seahorse uses his tail to go up and down. A seahorse holds on with his tail. A seahorse uses his special tail in many ways. Does this writer do a better job? Circle yes or no. Excellent. This writer has a lot of facts and details, a topic statement, and a conclusion. It's talking about how the tail can be used to connect with other seahorses, that the tail can be used to swim up and down, and then it can hold on to things like coral with its tail. What's the topic statement of this paragraph? Remember, the topic statement is the part that introduces the text. What's the topic statement? Underline it. Nice. You should have underlined a seahorse has a unique tail. Does the information support the topic statement? So I want you to label the part That includes the facts and details, the information. Label that F for fact. It's going to be right here. And it goes all the way here. This sentence, and then this sentence, and this sentence. We can label that fact. Whoops, we also have this one. Look at all these facts and details. Now, does this information that you labeled, does that support the topic statement? You're going to circle a yes or a no. Does that support the idea that seahorses have a unique tail? Is the information all about the same topic? Is the information all about tails? Circle yes or no. And last, have we learned something about seahorses' tails? So this question is asking us, did they just tell us a make-believe story about a magical pretend's tail? Or is this real life and we learned something new about a fact about seahorses' tails? Circle yes or no. Now, the next thing I would like you to do that's not in the instructions is I want you to underline the conclusion. So let's underline the conclusion as we annotate our text and label that C. Go ahead and also label the topic sentence T, just so we have everything labeled nicely. You can pause the video here and make sure you have these annotations or these markups in your packet. Nice job. Okay, so I'm going to clear my drawings and we're going to move on. Now we're going to think about how to use a concept map. This helps us categorize or place words in different places. The words or attributes that we've learned about the seahorse. We're going to focus on the part that I circled. A seahorse is a fish. So write fish in the blank. So you would write a seahorse is a, and then you would write fish in your packet. Go ahead and do that now. A seahorse is a fish. It's my best attempt at writing the word fish. A seahorse is a fish. Now we're going to focus on the words that the seahorse has from the text. So instead of going to read pages 8 and 9, because you cannot read pages 8 and 9 in the text, you are just going to reread the text and you will listen for the words that mean something the seahorse has on its body. So go back to the link in the Google Classroom or the link that's listed earlier in the packet. Rewatch the video about seahorses and fill in the things that the seahorse has on their body. You are only going to be filling in these sentences for what the seahorse has. We're going to focus on what the seahorse can do and what the seahorse is later. I'll meet you back here when you're done. Excellent job. So now you should have filled in what the seahorse has. A head like a blank, a tail like a blank like a kangaroo, tiny prickles down its back like a blank, and fins on its head and blank. We're going to use all of this information to make another informative paragraph at the end of this unit on the seahorses, so make sure you keep this page nice and safe. I will meet you back here for your next video. Excellent job with Spirit Week so far, friends. I hope you have a really good rest of your Thursday and a great Friday too. Have an excellent day, everyone. Goodbye.